A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic turn of events at the COP29 climate conference in Baku, Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer has set ambitious new emissions targets for the UK, aiming for an 81% reduction in carbon emissions by 2035. This announcement positions the UK as a potential leader in global climate action, especially as the Prime Minister was one of the few G20 leaders present at the conference. However, the optimism surrounding the UK's commitment is overshadowed by the election of Donald Trump as President of the United States, who is already signaling a pivot away from stringent environmental regulations with the appointment of Lee Zeldin as head of the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. Starmer's announcement aligns with the recommendations of the Climate Change Committee, emphasizing the UK's nationally determined contribution, NDC, to the Paris Agreement. The Prime Minister stated, "The race is on for the clean energy jobs of the future, the economy of tomorrow. I don't want to be in the middle of the pack, I want to get ahead of the game." This statement underscores his ambition for the UK to lead in green finance and technology. At the same time, President-elect Trump is expected to take the US in a contrasting direction. Zeldin, a known critic of net zero policies, has been tasked with dismantling environmental regulations enacted during Joe Biden's presidency. Concerns are mounting that Trump may withdraw the U.S. from the Paris Climate Accord once again, a move that would have significant global repercussions. While Starmer refrained from directly criticizing Trump or other leaders who skipped the conference, he emphasized the importance of global cooperation in tackling climate change. He called on all nations to present ambitious targets, reinforcing the idea that climate change is a collective challenge that requires unified action. Experts have praised Starmer's commitment, with Nick, maybe from climate think tank E3G, describing it as a strong signal to the international community. Dr. Katarina Brandmeier from the Grantham Institute echoed this sentiment, stating that the UK's NDC sends a crucial message as negotiations at COP29 commence. In contrast, Zeldin took to social media to assure the public that his focus would be on restoring US energy dominance while still protecting clean air and water. However, his past comments questioning the severity of climate change have raised alarms about the future of environmental policy in the US. Despite the challenges posed by the incoming Trump administration, UK Energy Secretary Ed Miliband expressed a willingness to seek common ground, hoping that Trump would remain committed to the Paris Agreement. However, former Tory cabinet minister Alok Sharma warned that if Trump were to retreat from climate leadership, it would be imperative for other nations, including the UK, to step up. In another political development, the Prime Minister faced a setback when Sue Gray, his former chief of staff, declined an offer to become the envoy for nations and regions. This decision follows her dismissal after internal conflicts within the government. Gray's rejection of the role raises questions about the Prime Minister's ability to manage his team effectively, especially as he attempts to reshape his cabinet amid ongoing controversies. The government is currently embroiled in disputes over various policies, including a new family farm tax, and Gray's absence from a recent conference further complicates matters. Sources suggest that ministers were not enthusiastic about her appointment, leading to speculation that the Prime Minister might withdraw the offer before it was officially accepted. In a statement, the Prime Minister thanked Gray for her contributions but acknowledged the need to reassess the role. As the UK navigates its climate commitments and internal political challenges, the spotlight remains on how these developments will shape the nation's future in both environmental leadership and governance. The clash between the UK and US leaders over climate policy highlights the stark differences in their approaches, with the UK aiming for progressive environmental goals while the US appears poised to roll back regulations. As the world watches these developments unfold, the implications for global climate action remain significant. The next steps taken by both nations will be crucial in determining the future trajectory of international climate policy and cooperation. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.